And if you don't see waves,
you got no sauce.
No sauce, no seasoning, nothing. You got nothing.
I've been watching MLB, the show franchises, to try to understand baseball better.
Yeah?
Because I want to make you proud.
How's that been going?
That's good.
That's not how I was going to start the show, but that's how we're starting it now.
Because I want to be able to give you... I want to be able to talk when we talk about baseball and you just not talk for 15 minutes. So if I can understand it better...
Well...
You know what I did find interesting? You want to know what I found interesting so far?
What?
That pitchers don't want to sign to the Rockies because of their stadium and the elevation.
Yes.
Makes it harder for the balls to drop, and it just makes pitching just infinitely more difficult. But you hit homers easier.
Yes.
So people hit really well, of course.
That's an excellent joke. I'm not even going to explain it and just hope they understand it. That is a good joke. I give you props on that one. Yes. Yes, so that is a thing. That is why one of Kyle Schwarber's milestone home runs, it was like 400 or 450 or something, was hit at Coors Field, and there is everyone kind of has that little asterisk behind it.
Doesn't matter. Still,
I don't know. It still counts to me.
It still counts.
But yeah, that is a thing. I want to play with the Rockies. I'm sure there's other reasons why pitchers don't want to play with the Rockies right now, but that is a reason. That's one of those things that I kind of hope they don't, because like the video games are always about like, oh yeah, bringing like them real life features into the game. That's something I hope they don't figure out a way to bring in. And as cool as it is that we have it in the regular season now, I do not want them to figure out how to bring the ABS system into the video game. Mm-hmm. I need the umps in the video game to be correct 100% of the time.
Well, you do. You get the challenge calls. They can be wrong. I've seen it.
I hate it.
The thing that cracks me up the most is that the guy has this like the face cam in the corner. It's Bengal, by the way. That's the guy I watched because he was the Madden guy I watched. So he has a baseball thing, and he's just in the corner. And every time he challenges a call, he goes, taps his head, and he's got this big fluffy hair that just bounces. I'm like, that makes me laugh.
Yeah, that's funny because that's the ABS challenge, is the pitcher catcher taps. Speaking of the ABS, you might like this, you might not. Obviously, we're a couple days into the MLB season now. The Phillies are doing... So anyways...
We don't need to talk about it. There's 160-some games. We don't need to talk about it. We can talk in 5 months when we get to the games that matter. I said last year.
If this Wednesday game doesn't get rained out, we'll talk in a week, because I'll go to a game, so I'll have complaints.
Oh, okay, cool.
So...
That's the exception. I'll take that. If you go to a game, I would love to talk about it.
Yeah. So, I believe there were 5 challenge calls in this game between the Rays and the Braves. In the first inning, the top of the first inning, the Braves used both of them and lost both of them. It just was wrong. Ronald Acuna Jr., I don't know why he burned him. I don't know why you would burn him in the first inning. And it's funny because if you watch, specifically the one with Acuna Jr., goes in, taps his helmet, and the catcher in the Royals is just like... He's just shaking his head. He's like, nah, man, I think he was right. And Acuna's challenge fails. And that catcher will go on to challenge 3 other calls and be right every single time. And he gets it. It's so funny to watch the catcher, and I don't remember his name, and I feel bad I don't remember his name. Taps his helmet. The challenge gets accepted. They're doing the challenge. He pulls his mask up, and he's just like, talking to the batsman. He's like, yeah, it was just low. Where it's like, yeah, it was high. Like, that was a strike. I kind of get why he missed it. But, like, that was a strike. And then it comes up, and he was right, and we just keep going.
The old baseball.
Yeah.
Getting into the swing of things.
The baseball. Anyway. What I was going to say was apologies. As cheese is fucking expensive.
What?
So I could not buy a wheel of Gouda cheese.
You were off a perk. I didn't think this was a real thing.
But I got you some...
I saw these! I was like, what are those for? What are these? Just little Goudas?
They're Gouda Baby Bells.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. I didn't know what you meant. Like, you said
Because normally...
It's your diet, but you don't eat cake or something.
Well, because, like, normally with, like, birthdays and stuff, because it also gives me a chance to hone my craft, I will bake a cake. But, like, I'm going to bake you a giant cake. I feel like I can't do that. Like...
I'm also not a cake man. Even before the diabetes.
Yeah.
I've always been an ice cream cake guy.
Yeah, the last 2 birthdays...
I'm a pie guy.
I do like pie. Yeah, last 2 birthdays I couldn't. There was no cake making because you're diabetic. My father, much like you before the diabetes, does not like cake. So it's like, all right, like I guess I don't like. I made Hannah a very good chocolate cake for her birthday.
Hell yeah!
And those are not easy apparently.
No,
learned that one on the fly.
There you go.
Yeah. So yes, happy birthday. This episode comes out where your birthday happens in the limbo for this episode after recording and before release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My birthday's
Wednesday.
Yeah, 2 days away.
That I have game tickets for.
I'm very not looking forward to it.
Yeah. Congratulations on being old.
Yeah. We've got a lot going on at work. It's gonna be a bad week. So I don't know.
Well, to celebrate, and they can enjoy the preview of the World Cup I said I was gonna put out at some point.
No shit.
Anyway.
That's going to be... The World Cup, I think, gets finalized today.
Ooh.
I think today's the last... remember there was the pots?
Yeah.
I think that final is today.
No, maybe I get to add nice...
Because it happened in March. I remember the games were in March, so we're at the end of March. And I want to say the 28th, which is today or yesterday?
2 days ago. Today's the 30th.
Oh, gee. Then, yeah, I think that might be done.
Oh, perfect. I can add fun buzzers or sound effects.
Yeah.
Or...
I need to know. I know the first couple of games happened. To, like, decide between... It was like, we find the finals.
Yeah.
World Cup. Okay, yeah, no, it's all... It's between Kosovo and Turkey, Bosnia and Herzegovina versus Italy, Sweden versus Poland, and Czech versus Denmark. So basically everything I said. All my teams are still in it.
Bang.
And then it's Jamaica versus the Dominican Republic of Congo. And then... is that Iran? Jordan? I can't tell. Versus Ghana, and I think Ghana's just going to kill them. If that's even Ghana, I can't even tell. But I think all my predictions are still on, so.
Bang.
Bang! Curry from 3! Bang! Sorry. Alright. What are we talking about?
I don't know. I feel like I had a ton of stuff on
Did
the
you?
table and then just forgot it because I didn't write it down.
Oh, shit.
Because, like, there was stuff... Wasn't there?
There's no fun wrestling things.
I mean, Dynamite's coming back to Philly in May. That's a fun wrestling thing, but that doesn't, like, matter.
And there we go. It's been talked about.
The context of
You'll go to
things.
that.
Yes, I will. Hopefully.
And then soccer, like I said, we're just waiting for the final games.
Baseball started. Phillies have lost 2 of their first 3 games. Like you said, it's 167 games.
Yeah, I know.
The beginning isn't really, but, like... Damn.
That's why I'll never be able to watch your sport. I love sports, but I cannot watch 106. Not that I can't watch. I can't care about a game that is 162 games long. I can't care about that season. Nothing feels impactful. I feel a similar way with the NBA, and they only have 82 games.
It's crazy when you go to a throwaway game.
I'll never care.
Because, like... And this could happen in any sport, yes, but I feel like it happens more in the MLB because there's so many games. You get to, like, that point where... To give an example, this was 2 years ago. Phillies clinch the NL East, the division, with, like, a dozen games left in the season. and it's like you still want to play those 12 games because you still have to decide seeding. But like we went to the game, we ended up going to. We bought the tickets, and there was a chance this could happen. But one, we figured they would clinch before because we bought the tickets a week or two in advance, and there was time for them to clinch it beforehand, not the day before. But they clinched it the day before, and then a bunch of the starters got pulled, probably because they partied all night. And it's like we're just going to throw away this game. Now the game's a lot of fun. It's called a hangover game. Soon-to-be former Phillies player Garrett Stubbs did a Superman diving slide that day. That's a fun little thing that happened. I don't know if he's been released or down or DFA'd yet, but I know they had to.
Designated for assignment.
That is what that means, yeah. Yeah, it's when other sports have that, don't they?
No.
Or have an equal?
No.
The team doesn't want you, they just drop you, and then someone else can pick you up.
Yeah, but then once you drop, you don't get to, like, keep them.
Oh,
Because, like, with DFA, from what I understand, is that you drop them, everybody has a chance to pick them up. If nobody does, they come back to you, and you can do whatever you want with them.
Yeah, you can...
Yeah, that doesn't happen. You just get dropped.
Well...
The NFL, if an NFL team cuts you for any reason, you're gone. You can go to waivers, but you have to get picked up by somebody else. If not, you're just a free agent. You don't keep a job.
Well, so I wonder if that's any different because with DFAing, if I understand it correctly, if you clear waivers, they can kind of do what they want with you. I think they have to send you to a minor league team. I don't think you can rejoin their main roster.
Like y'all have like the 5-game draft or the 5-rule draft.
5-rule draft, which I still don't understand. No, I do understand the 5-rule draft.
And then there's all kinds of shit.
A lot
making
of those,
the 40-man and not making the 40-man, and
a lot of those extra rules are because the development is so extensive with all of the extra minor league teams. And
what is it? Low A, high A, double A, triple A, and then the majors.
And the rookie leagues under the single A, but no one really talks about those. But, yeah, so it's like, I don't know the extensiveness of, like, the Rule 5 draft. I understand the basics of it. Of if, after a certain amount of time, maybe it's when they're not under league control anymore, or team control, then if they're not on your 40-man, they can be drafted.
Yeah.
I know
if you're in, I want to say if you've been drafted, you've been in the league after 5, between 5 and 7 or something?
It's probably 6.
Yeah, that would be between 5 and 7.
6 is normally the team control dates, even though technically you don't accrue.
You haven't made a certain amount of starts for the major league team, you can be drafted. It's something like that.
The starts for the major league team, again, none of us are pulling this up.
20% or something?
None of us are pulling this up and reading this. It's probably tied to call up and send down rules, because like you can only be called up to the majors 3 times before they have to DFA you.
Yeah.
So it's probably just tied to that, so that way there's not any silliness there.
Well, yeah.
But that's all the Rule 5 draft is supposed to be, is to keep teams from hoarding development players. Yeah. It's like, if you believe in this talent, you have to add them to your 40-man.
Well, fuck you, that's what I want to do. I want to hoard talent. Call me the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Basically, it's just another way that the MLB is trying to equal out the teams and give the lower market teams a chance to compete without adding a salary cap.
Newsflash, they don't want to compete.
Some of them don't. Oh, we can talk about that. We're back to the chains.
Sorry. Because it was, I didn't, that's a magnet. I don't know if you knew that. I figured that out just now.
I think we knew that.
You knew that. You forget. I'm an idiot.
It's true. Paul Skeens, famous ace pitcher of the Pirates.
That man was getting shelled the other night. Watch that shit.
Oh, you did watch it?
Yes.
Yeah, he got out in the pitched half an inning?
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it on? Did he even make it out of the first?
Nope, he did. I know he didn't make it out of the first. Was it 5 hits or 5 runs off of
5 runs.
5
I thought
runs.
it was.
That's what I thought it was too. Man got obliterated.
Yeah.
What a collapse. R.I.P. Skeens. But your boy, Mike Trout, looks like he's on form this season.
There's 162 games. He'll play all 61 of them.
When do you think he's going to get injured?
What are we in March now?
Yeah, end of March.
How many more days are in March?
1.
So probably in March.
Okay.
Honestly, I'd be surprised by if the end of April he hasn't picked up 2 small knocks. I would be very surprised.
I mean, to give him credit, he was going for it the other night. So
Yep.
that'll do it.
Yep, he's going for urgent care.
Bro could have signed with anyone and just signed with the Angels again. Anyway.
How about that bread, boy?
Okay.
Those fans appreciate him. He went anywhere else, he wouldn't have been appreciated for the 6 games that he plays a year.
I think if he goes, I think there's like, I'm going to be nice and say half the MLB. If he goes to half of the other, there's like, if he would, so
Name
when
him.
his contract was up, he had, pretty sure his choice, pretty sure everyone would have offered him a contract.
There's no contender where those fans would be nice to him. That would love him the way the Angels do. No contenders.
He's Mike Trout.
Yes, he's Mike Trout. There's nothing positive about Mike Trout when I hear him talked about.
Yeah,
Never.
now, because he signed that contract with the Angels and because they then didn't do anything. My point as well is that if he signs with at least half the league, there's some teams that this doesn't happen for. Like, I'm not convinced that if the Pirates shell out the money, which is a funny joke, but if the Pirates shell out the money, this happens. He goes and he wins a World Series, basically.
But he's not going to win a World Series.
Yeah, because he's with the Angels.
No, but he's also Mike Trout. He's not going to win anything.
Yeah, again, now, back when he signed that contract with the
I'm
Angels,
saying as a player. I don't care about the Angels. I'm not talking about the Angels in this scenario. Mike Trout, eventually, when somebody shows you who they are, you have to believe them. He's not going to stay healthy. He is not going to be there for a deep playoff run. Even if you were to, he's not going to be there. Yeah, I love him. Because, he's from my hometown, but...
See, but again...
Unless the Angels keep putting, shit in his food to make his bones brittle.
See, but again, this is now, yeah, if the Angels let him out of his contract or traded him somewhere, unless he goes to the Dodgers where he can sit on the bench and they'll win the World Series, he's not going to be
I would
now.
love that.
But a few years ago,
years ago
he was
different.
carrying the Angels into a deep playoff run.
Yeah, I was talking from present day, but I get what
I'm
you're saying now.
When he signed his current
the
contract with the Angels.
How many years ago was that now?
I don't.
Is it 3?
No, it was more. I want to say it was. I want to say it was 6 or 7.
Holy fuck!
Because Bryce Harper signed his contract with the Phillies, which was 2019, and it was biggest and longest contract in MLB history. And then Mike Trout immediately signed a bigger and more expensive contract than him, immediately after.
Okay, shit. Yeah, current day Mike Trout is not moving the needle for anybody. Oh, yeah, 6-7 years ago. Fuck. Man, time flies when all your other sport teams lose. You can't say that.
That was a 12-year contract? I thought it was a 10-year.
Oh.
Yeah, March 2019, right after Bryce signed his.
So 2031? Holy shit.
Running through the 2030 season. So his last season with the Angels is the 2030 season.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's what some of these contracts are now. Bryce's contract was a 10-11 year deal too. That's why the 2030 Phillies are going to be the most. Let's move on.
They're going to be a lot like the 2025, 2024, 2026.
But older!
And bad.
The decline is going to happen if it hasn't already happened. It might have already happened, but...
So, since we're on baseball still, you don't know the urge that I get because I have Xbox Game Pass and MLB The Show is on the Game Pass. Even the old, an old one. I'm like, my itch to just load up a save and attempt it and then to just build my team around Harrison Bader as my absolute favorite player.
Why does he not play for the Phillies?
Things happen.
When is that game again?
Who did he end up signing for? The Reds?
The Giants.
Giants. Who went to the Red Sox?
Suarez, Ranger Suarez.
Yeah.
I get a little bit sadder whenever I think about it. April 28th. That's when that game is. It's the first game against the Giants at Citizens Bank Park. And I would assume
Big Bader.
Philly likes giving standing ovations to former players. I would like to think that we'll give one to Bader. Now, Bader was only with us for half a season.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think so.
But he was also liked. Like, I think that he was liked. He's not going to get, like, the giant one that Hoskins got the first time he was back. But I think he might get one just because he played half a season, he was good, and he was liked. Those
Did they let Rollins walk at the end of his career to go somewhere else?
I know Utley did. Rollins,
and I was just about to say Chase Utley. Like, that shocks me.
But I also think they got... Rollins also went to the Dodgers. So, yeah. They both did.
That makes no sense.
But they also both only played, like, 2 more seasons and then retired.
Still. I don't know. I get sentimental when it gets to, like, your all-time greats. The fact that, like Emmitt Smith played for the Cardinals after the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys, but he should have never been a Cardinal.
Players in baseball really like to play past their prime when they get old.
Every sport does.
So, but like, there's a big thing in baseball where it's like you should be retired and you're gonna play 2 or 3 more seasons.
Hell yeah.
So like with both Utley and Rollins, it is like your prime is over, but somehow you're gonna still land a year contract with the Dodgers and the White Sox after the Phillies have even gone. Because this is probably, and I am no historian as much as I should be. I was younger. I was a kid when this happened. 2012 season passes. We don't make the playoffs. 2012, that was the end of that multiple year playoff run. And we hold on to everyone for a little bit. And the contracts run up, and they probably ask for money, a lot of money. We're not going to give them that much money because they're not producing or whatever.
Yeah, we want to get back to winning.
And the Dodgers are the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Now, this was before the Dodgers were the Dodgers of today, but like, and the only reason why like Ryan Howard that didn't happen to is because Howard got injured and he had to retire due to injury, or no one would pick him up because of the injury. One of the two, I don't remember which. But 2 seasons doesn't feel like a betrayal because I know how the game is played and that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at the franchise for not just keeping them.
It's just what are you
I never blame the player. Get your bag.
2015 Jimmy Rollins.
The GOAT. Top 3 Jimmy Rollins season, would you say? I'm smiling. That was a joke.
Well, I just looked and like the most disappointed, like, please.
He always look better in blue.
When did Utley go? Did they literally just play together, or was that different years?
Big Chase.
Same year. So the 2015 Dodgers had Chase Utley and Jimmy Rollins.
Who was better, Utley or Rollins?
I don't know.
Cool.
They both played their positions really well. They both contributed. It's crazy to think that those guys were all playing at the same time. So 2015 MLB season, Utley and Jimmy Rollins both signed with the Dodgers and play with the Dodgers. Do you know who was the National League MVP in 2015?
No.
Bryce Harper.
Jeez.
It's just weird to think that there is the tiniest bit of overlap.
Overlap there.
Because Utley does play until 2018. And the only other team he plays for is the Dodgers, which I didn't know. I thought there was a third team in there.
Big Dodgers.
But anyway.
Love that.
Moving on. Thank you for the baseball segment.
You're welcome. I figured I'd give you a little taste of little taste.
You know what's crazy?
Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that WrestleMania is in like 2 weeks and no one cares.
I don't even care to talk about it.
Anyway, Marvel.
Yes.
I watched many movies the past 2 weeks.
I watched 3.
I watched more than that.
Did you? You got a head?
No, I only watched one Marvel movie, but I watched like 6 movies that I had not seen before. Well, no, 5 movies I had not seen before, and then the one that we were supposed to watch.
Okay. So what did you watch?
So I watched both Jump Street movies.
Oh, okay.
Which were good. I'd seen parts of them, but I never seen them, sat down, watched them. That was fun. We had watched... Last night we had watched She's the Man.
Banger.
Yeah. Hannah was...
In her glory.
Hannah was in her glory. Hannah was also... what's the word I want to use? Hannah was 100% sure that you saying Gouda cheese was you referencing She's the Man.
Nope.
So she made me watch it.
That's fine.
Which is fine. I was like, yeah, okay, we can watch. That's fine. And then, so here's what happened. Hannah finally figured out the hack to making me watch stuff. Which isn't a secret. And has never been a secret. And she'd realized that the reason why when we eat, we normally end up watching Mythical Kitchen YouTube or something is because I just want to put something on, so I'll put something on. And that if she just picks up the remote before I sit down and put something on, I probably won't object. I will just watch whatever it is. This is the hack of the universe. Unless there is something I want to watch, I have no complaints about what we're watching. Just put something on and I'll deal. So she tested this out with a movie that she knew that I would like, but that I hadn't watched and wasn't planning on watching because someone had spoiled the ending for me and I wasn't going to watch it. So she put on Knives Out.
Okay.
It was very good.
It's a very good movie.
Part of me wishes I didn't know who the killer was the entire time.
Okay.
Thank you, Darian, for telling me that years ago.
He's horrible.
Yeah. However, spoilers for Knives Out, clearly. I assume you've seen it based off your reaction. The movie is an interesting watch if you watch it for the first time and know that somehow, in the end, Chris Evans is the killer.
Yeah.
Very interesting halfway through to be like, how the fuck does this turn into a murder plot?
I love that.
Like, this man definitely committed suicide because he thought he was dying. How does this turn into a murder plot?
Yeah.
And big props to Knives Out, to Rian Johnson, to everyone behind it, for doing what can be hard to do in a murder mystery, but I love it the most, which is I like being able to figure out the mystery in a movie.
Yes.
And I like it when I can put together the pieces and figure it out at the exact same time as Benoit Blanc does it.
Then I will tell you this. Do not watch the second one.
So I watched the second one. And it does not have that.
I have never hated a sequel so much.
Oh, I actually also really liked the second one.
I hate it. I hate it for the reason you just said. He's just an idiot. I hate it. I hate it. It ruined it, and I know this is me being like so fickle. I know it's probably not an actually bad movie, but that angers me so much. I don't like it. I think it's a bad movie. But I can, in my older age and wisdom, can acknowledge that movie's probably really good. It just infuriates the shit out of me, and I'll never like it.
It is almost the exact opposite enjoyment of the first.
I'm sure.
Glass Onion's almost the exact opposite enjoyment of Knives Out. Knives Out is the mystery is so deep, there's so many turns.
Yeah.
And then, like, literally, I put it together and started saying how it works as he's reading the paper, realizing putting it all together. And to be able to time it, to give me all the information so that way I figure it out same time, is like...
Yeah. I have to see the third one.
She watched it. She didn't like it, but she also said that it's because it happens in a church. It has a lot of religious theming that she didn't jive with. I was going to try to watch the third one with her before today. That didn't happen, but...
Yeah. Third one, I'll give it a shot. Glass Onion really takes it out of me. Like, because I had, like, the Knives Out bug, and then I watched that, and I was like, oh, I don't think I ever want to see another one of these. And... So you want to talk about wrestling. So I'll bring up the wrestling adjacent topic.
Okay.
I have seen Dave Bautista in most of the things he acts in. Okay. The only thing I haven't seen is, I think there's a movie called like Cabin in the Woods or something, Not Cabin in the Woods, because I know what that is, but it's a silent cabin or something, and he's in it. And everybody tells me he's really good in that. I'm never really impressed with Dave Bautista whenever I see him act.
Really?
Yeah, and like everybody says he's like the best wrestler turned actor.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think he's fine. But I also think John Cena is very, very good at what he does.
John Cena is also.
But he just... Cena is at the point where he kind of is just doing one thing, and he's getting really good at doing that one thing.
Yeah. That has kind of...
Dave is... I can definitely say Dave is his degree of difficulty in the jobs he's taken on is much higher.
He's been in a lot more movies than I thought.
Yeah, he's been in a lot. I actually like him in Glass Onion, too. But
when his character first pops up, I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. Because I know how...
I said Joe Rogan.
Well, because I know how Batista actually is.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, if Batista's going to play a character like this means that it's going to be a bit...
Yeah, extra.
Kind of like the He's Just Dumb plot of Glass Onion. I really liked the dinner scene where he just... Because there's the staged murder mystery where Benoit Blanc just solves it before any of it actually starts. Because he says the stupid, this person does it with this because of this. And I just go, oh, that's funny. And then he starts explaining, I was like, wait, actually, though. He's just dumb. I also caught him switching the glasses at the beginning before they do the fake memory stuff. And I was like, did that just happen? So... I called the plot of that one a lot further in advance because it was just dumb. But that's the point. It's just dumb. Benoit Blanc was upset that it was just dumb.
That was him.
Yeah. He wanted some complex thing to take down. No, he's just stupid.
Like, no, you're just dumb. You're just plain dumb.
How do you not like the result of... What was it, It's almost as effective as putting a gun on the table and turning the lights out, and then he put a gun on the table and turned the lights out. He's like, even that you took from me? You don't have any original... Even the burning the napkin is... He stole from someone, because the one guy says, why didn't you just burn it? So he burns it. Maybe it helps that the dumbass is played by Edward Norton.
It is, yeah. I don't know.
All right, we can move on.
Yeah, let's talk about Marvel. Let's talk about
the greatest Marvel movie to exist.
Aren't there two Marvel movies?
No, there's just one.
Why would there only be one? We missed a week.
We didn't talk about doubling up, so...
I just thought it was implied. I watched 3.
Why would you watch 3?
Because if the next movie is going to be Avengers Age of Ultron, I have to just watch it as soon as I got to it. I did a triple header.
Well, it's not. Deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Captain Blue Balls and the shriveled soldier.
Sure, play the theme.
Wee, 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 wee.
Did you pull that one out of your ass, or did you have that one prepared?
Me and Garen can't stop turning every Marvel movie into a dick movie. Every Iron Dick 2 is not the name of Iron Man 2, but what we call Iron Man. War penis. Sex the Dick Destroyer. Peter Queef. Gaylord. It's just so stupid. And like, it goes like this every time. The first half of the movie, I'm watching the movie. Like, really, really watching the movie. Like, trying to be, like, analytic and like, oh, what do I like about this? What am I missing? Blah, blah, blah. And then Garen just goes, he'll, like, look over at me. He's like, don't you miss Captain Blue Balls? And then I'm gone. I'm like, alright, I guess I'll just enjoy the movie. Yeah, Winter Soldier. So that's how that movie ends. Not with the helicopter being held.
No. Again, you were right. They did fall out of something. It
Yeah,
just
they
wasn't a
did fall.
helicopter. It's like you were correct. You were just wrong.
I just didn't remember. What do we say about this movie?
I don't even know. This is
First movie with no flaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
I literally have no complaints.
I don't know what complaints you can even spin up with nitpicking with it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I have nothing. It was just good the entire time. The pacing was great. Sam Jackson was great. Sam Wilson was great. Black Widow is an enjoyable character for the first time in Marvel history. She's fine in Avengers. Let me not be rude.
She's fine to good in other movies, but it is still her best performance, even if her voice is a little blown out.
Yeah, she
Ew. You need to keep both eyes open. It just leaves you without
Last
words.
time I trusted somebody, I lost an eye.
God, I hate that line now.
That's what I said. As soon as when he said it, I was like, that's the worst retcon in MCU history.
I wouldn't even call it a retcon. I would call it like an explanation. Like Fury not having his eye is cool because we don't know what happened. Let's not explain it. When you explain it, it becomes uncool. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's something...
No, you can explain it in a cool way and it can still be cool. It's the fact that a fucking cat did it.
Yeah,
it's
like,
lame.
I think even if you explain it and it is cool, it still takes away.
Stop defending that movie. We haven't even got there yet.
I'm not. Just don't. Don't do it. Just don't explain it. I really like the fake out in that movie. Where it's like, what's wrong with your eye? Nothing. I think that's really funny. And then just don't. I guess if you joke about it, you
have to.
You have to at some point actually have his eye get lost.
Yeah.
But
yeah, what a film.
This is perfection to the highest order.
Yeah. Everything they say about it is right. It is. I don't think it's the best Marvel movie, but it's it's definitely. When I think about it, we're going back through it. Obviously, it's the best one so far. From what I remember of all the other movies that go after it, I genuinely think there's only one movie I think is better. There's one that I think gets really close, but that movie has problems. Okay. But I also think that movie is more enjoyable. As enjoyable as this is, I think the peaks of that movie are just better than this. But
there are other movies that I think are up in this upper echelon
I also just remembered another one. Mm-hmm.
But I think I still stand by that Winter Soldier is just the top of that mountain. Other people are up there. If there's like a camp at the peak, we got a couple other movies up there, but like that's the one. That's the one at the top.
For it to be a standalone Captain America movie, and it's like going toe to toe with ensemble movies, that's credit to that movie. Oh, yeah. Pound for pound, it's the best movie in the MCU.
Okay,
easily, like 100%. And I'm not saying that just because I don't agree with it being the best. It's like it's crazy that a Captain America movie, which is insulated to Captain America, Winter Soldier, Black Widow, and Nick Fury. And Falcon,
yeah.
And Batroc the Leaper.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like that's where we got, and that's it. There is no Tony in the movie. There's nothing. It is just Captain. This movie's peak. Absolute cinema. Wow, what a movie! Hail Hydra. That's all I got to say.
Oh, I was going to do that joke. I forgot to do it. I was going to somehow convince you to dap me up and then get close and do that.
Do that Hydra?
Are you going to throw me off a building, Captain? Because that's just not your style. You're right. It's hers, though.
Oh, yeah.
But Spartan kicks him. The tension is good. The throwaway is good. I wanted to actually talk about the movie. I don't know how we actually talk about it, though. That's part of why I didn't.
It's just so good. The elevator scene's so good. Going in New Jersey and blowing up Zola is good. I forgot about the Winter Soldier coming to his house scene, and then he kills his made. I forgot that whole part of the movie. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, that's a banger.
Which is funny because in the trailer for Winter Soldier, the speech that Pierce gives the Winter Soldier is in the trailer. You just don't know.
No, he's giving it to the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, because that's what's overlaid through the whole thing. Because it's the speech about how, like, you've shaped history so many times, I'm going to need you to do it one more.
Yeah, okay. I guess if we're going to give one critique, Pierce kind of comes out of nowhere. We're, what, 7 or 8 movies in now, and I've never seen Pierce before? Or am I wrong and we've seen him and I just am not remembering?
We haven't seen him. We have not seen him
Yeah.
on screen as of now. But I don't think that's weird.
And neither do I. But I'm just saying, if I were to come up with a nitpick, maybe that Pierce is just like a very big, important person that we've never seen, especially when we've seen the Council, the World Council in Avengers, but he's nowhere to be seen.
He's part of that council, technically.
Is he? Okay.
But they don't show their faces in
That's
Avengers,
what I'm saying.
So
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, they're all the World Security Council, which I think there's 5 screens in Avengers of members, and there's, counting him, there's 5 members in this movie. Or maybe there's 4, and there's 4. I want to say it matches.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, because I think there is 5 in Avengers, and him being one of them, and then he brings up 4 dignitaries in that. So he probably is one of those.
Yeah, that is the World Security Council.
Okay,
5 of them. Yeah, so and I think that's just why we haven't seen him. At what point? This is the first time we go to the Tri-Skeleton. This is the first time we see Fury's office. This is the first time we actually spend time in S.H.I.E.L.D. I know we did stuff on the helicarrier in Avengers, but outside of that... Which is crazy to think we get one in-depth S.H.I.E.L.D. movie and then we kill it.
Yeah, we blow it up.
To be fair. S.H.I.E.L.D., Hydra, it all goes.
Yeah.
Hydra grew right over your nose and you didn't even notice. Look where we're meeting. I noticed. I don't know. You said a thing saying that Fury gets less sassy as it goes on. I feel like he's still very sassy.
No, not like in the last 2 movies that he was in. Not like Iron Man 2 and Avengers. Not in this movie. I don't feel that way. But it's because he's shot and dying most of this movie. Or being shot at. He's really badass in this movie. I forgot how good his scene was. In the car, I forgot how good that shit was.
So, back in 2014, when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had started airing. Remember Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Peak.
There was one of the things to get you to watch an episode was we're going to play a scene from the new Captain America movie in this episode to build hype. And Fury's scene of him trying to escape was the scene, and it cuts off after the Winter Soldier blows him up and he escapes. And, like, if you can see one scene from a movie, what a scene to...
Yeah, right?
That spoils nothing, and it just builds hype.
It's so good.
Nothing happens in that scene besides pure badassery and the reveal of who is this mystery fucker that's going to kill everyone.
Oh my god, he's so cool. The shriveled soldier.
It's also the first time we see him in the movie, isn't it?
Yes.
It's the first time he shows up.
Yeah.
To try to murk Fury.
Yep. So good. Alright. Out of 10.
Is this a question?
For you, probably isn't. For me, you probably...
Yeah. I don't think it is. I think this is a 10. This is
probably
the safest. I think there's probably... I was looking the one night. I think there's 6 movies I'm going to try to argue a 10 out of. I think there's 2 movies where it's pretty indisputable that it's a 10. And this is one of them.
I have this at a 9.6. It's just not a 10 for me. My 10s are very hard to beat. And just so you know, from what I remember, I don't have a 10 in the MCU.
That's kind of crazy to think about.
I have Spider-Verse 2, I think is the highest rated superhero movie I've ever seen. That's a 10. Spider-Verse 1, I have it a 9.9.
See, here's what's crazy about that statement, is this is also coming from the person that has said that not all 10s are created equal, which builds to the idea that you could have multiple 10s and still have a hierarchy.
I just don't think superhero movies... I guess I'm taxing superhero movies, but like I can't think of a superhero movie that moves me or makes me feel things like other 10s that I've watched.
I removed the superhero attacks for this because we're talking about the MCU at large. But,
That's fine.
But I still think Winter Soldier gets the 10/10 regardless.
Cool. I have it at a 9. It's literally 0.4 points away from a 10. It's very, very good. I also think there's movies better than that.
Well, it seems we reached an impasse.
It's not really an impasse.
We'll have to kill him next
we
episode.
We are literally 0.4 points away from each other.
We'll just have to kill him next episode. It's fine.
You're gonna... So I think... Remember when I said, like, The Hulk, I'm gonna be really nice to that movie, and that'll be the movie that's, like, I have really high that nobody else does?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I realize that there's another movie that is just much more, I think, applicable. And we're almost there.
Yeah, I know. I realized this a while ago.
I will be... my rating is biased. It will always be biased.
I will be kind to that movie. Well, the rating might not be kind to that movie. In review, I'll be kind to that movie. Because I don't think I can have a bad time watching that movie.
So good. So much fun.
Strings, so I am...
We love James Spader.
We did. What a great choice.
Please bring Ultron back.
The teaser for that is the end credits of this movie as well.
Yeah.
The twins doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that both of the actual ones? Is that Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Yes.
Do they act in that scene? Or
they're sitting there.
Okay.
He's like running around, and then she's like...
I couldn't tell. Like, I was looking and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Elizabeth Olsen. I could not tell if that was
It was definitely Aaron Taylor
Johnson.
Johnson.
Because they don't really show him. He just kind of goes. Well, at least bro made it into a second movie at some point.
Yeah.
And a third if you count the multiverse. Which I don't, but... And that's why we didn't do all of them, because God forbid we watch that movie.
What?
Craven.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because he's Craven.
Yeah, I forgot about Craven.
I would love to do, after we finish this, pick some select ones and serve them up on offer.
You don't just want to do all the non-MCU Marvel movies?
No. I don't. I'll do the Spider-Mans. I might even do the X-Men's. You're not getting me to watch those Sonyverse movies again.
You'd watch Venom.
Maybe Venom. But just Venom.
I haven't seen Last Dance.
Really?
Yeah, so I know it's bad.
I think it's better than Let There Be Carnage.
Let There Be Carnage is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I hate that movie. But
and I think it's better than like the rest of the Sonyverse bullshit.
What are the non-MCU movies? So obviously the X-Men universe and Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
Toby's and Andrew's.
Yeah.
The Blade movies.
I forgot about
the bad Daredevil, the 2 Ghost Riders.
Yeah.
Am I forgetting anything else?
The Sonyverse movies.
Logan. Well, Logan's an
X-Men
movie.
I also just meant like outside.
Craven, yeah, like you said, Craven.
Yeah.
Morbius.
Yeah.
Venom.
Madam Web.
Oh my god, I forgot about Madam Web.
Yeah. I also
and then the Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah, I also wanted to go like outside of Marvel, grab a few like. Again, this is why I don't want to do like a pure like, oh yes, let's watch all the DCU. Ain't no one want to do that bullshit.
Yeah.
But like, what if we revisited? What if we revisited like Wonder Woman? Because like you said, you don't like that movie. Yep. I remember liking it. It's been so long. Like stuff like that. Like, be choosy. Just choose a couple of movies and go for it.
I don't know if I'd hate that.
Yeah. Like,
let's watch a Watchmen.
Yeah, see, like, we go do a Watchmen like that.
Watchmen would be good.
Yeah, after. Just do something like that. Pick
I like
a couple
Watchmen.
Out and just, like, yeah, we're going to do this run.
Okay. I could do that.
After we finish this.
You know what could be cool? What if... Say we put every superhero movie that isn't MCU, to just make a list of them. And then we come in, maybe we both get 5 selections, 4, whatever, and we draft, and then that's the list of movies that we watch.
We could do something
like that, right? Like just a very bare bones idea, but like
yeah, add a few flares, maybe up the numbers a little bit, but yeah,
maybe a little bit. Yeah, because I just didn't want to commit us to like watching like 30 movies, but maybe we could 6, 7. I don't care.
Yeah, that could be a fun roundabout way to do it. Here, I thought you were going to commit me to watching all of them.
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
That is just the plot of the one podcast I listen to, the Super Pod Hero Cast. That is just what they do. They have written down every comic book movie, and they put it in a replica of Thor's helmet, and they pick one, and that's... Except for this...
Sounds like fun, actually.
Except for this most recent season, I don't think they pick anymore. I think they just pick.
Okay.
They think they consciously pick. And then it was creating some weird...
Oh my god, Elektra. I forgot about Elektra.
Oh, Elektra, yeah, that happened.
The bad Daredevil movie?
I do not want to watch the bad
Spawn
Daredevil movie. Spawn, yep. The Hellboy movies.
Oh, bangers. I can't watch the new one so bad.
So I've heard.
The David Harbour one. Oh, I tried, bro.
I know. I heard he's in it, and I was like, oh, but
that's going to be peak. I remember trying to get people to go to the theater to see it with me, and nobody wanted to. And I've never been so thankful that everybody convinced me not to do something.
Yeah.
Technically, Sonic.
Then technically TMNT.
And you think I'm upset? You think that would upset me?
I was already thinking that, but I was like, let's not bring it up. Then.
Oh, Transformers. Anything to get you to watch Transformers 1. I love that movie.
Godzilla.
No, but comic book characters.
I don't think Transformers counts.
No. What do you mean?
I don't think Transformers counts.
As?
Comic book characters?
I don't think the Ninja Turtles count either.
I don't think Sonic counts.
I don't think Sonic counts. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they have to be comic book characters.
Yeah.
They originated in comics.
So Scott Pilgrim.
If you want to force me to watch Scott Pilgrim, I'll do it.
Force you? You don't enjoy that every time?
No.
I watch that movie so much.
It's one of your things that I don't get, but I don't shit on because I don't think it's bad. It's just, I saw it, I watched it, cool, and I'm out.
Yeah. That's always a fun one for things like these because there's also so many actors in it that have gone on to do.
It feels like the way I feel about Avatar. Like, I don't think Avatar's bad. I just don't get, like, the massive hype behind it. But, like, I'll watch it, I'm like, yeah, no, Avatar's good. Scott Pilgrim, good. It's just, I have no...
Your thing with that is Avatar is weirder than your thing with Scott Pilgrim. Because I kind of get the Scott Pilgrim one. But also...
My other... Well, it's because I have a soapbox I stand on that people try to tell me that Avatar's the greatest anime they've ever seen.
Well, it's not. But
and that's my opinion. I was like, it's not an anime. Like, let's just chill out. So it's probably one of the best cartoons ever made. That's great.
Yeah.
It's just not. I'm watching that, and then I'm watching Attack on Titan. I'm like, you guys are not in the same league. Double A, Major League. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think the question comes to. I think the question comes to. At what point is it anime? At what point is it not anime? By my estimations, Avatar isn't because it's not. What would you classify anime as?
Well, I think isn't the very literal distinction is that it's from Japan.
Yeah, that's how it is in my head too.
Yeah, but then there's Americans that make anime, right?
Yeah,
and American studios. But I also think we can all be adults and realize that just because Avatar might have beats of being really serious, there's a level of seriousness that comes to anime. Like, there can be an American anime that's really serious in the way that it's animated. It's like, okay, it didn't come from Japan, but this is a serious thing. This isn't a cartoon. Cartoon comes with a level of, like, goofy silliness when you just say the name cartoon. And I think Avatar bounces in between, but then that's where you could make and this is why it's so hard. This is why this is a conversation, because Dragon Ball is some of the most goofy shit anybody's ever seen.
Yeah,
like the original Dragon Ball I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, that's some of the most goofy shit we've ever seen. But that's an anime.
Yeah,
so like I get what they're saying. So it's hard to make the distinction.
Yeah, I think you're actually talking me out of your argument currently. But
it's hard. It's hard, but it's like it's the additive of it's American made. And it's still a little goofy, but it does do a very good job when it hits serious beats. That's why I think it can have the conversation of being an anime. To be really clear on what my actual stance is, I actually don't think I would mind if somebody says that Avatar is an anime, but it's just nowhere near the greatest anime that's ever been made. If you want to be the greatest of something, you'd be the greatest cartoon that's ever been. Like I wouldn't be mad at that opinion. I don't agree with it, but I wouldn't be mad at that opinion. It's a very valid opinion. I think that's where I'm at on it. But it's hard to tell them that it's not.
I was just gonna sit on the if it's American anime, is it really anime? Because
Yeah.
I
don't know. Because I feel like that's disrespectful to the artist. Just because I was born in America, I can't make...
It just is what it is, man.
I don't know. Because then, I don't know.
Because I think the rest of your argument doesn't work for the reasons that you gave. I was going to use My Hero as an example, not the original Dragon Ball, but that also works.
What is My Hero? Is that not...
My Hero Academia being goofy and silly and while also being serious sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like pure comedy. My Hero isn't pure comedy. You can have a show and people laugh. There are funny jokes in like Breaking Bad. There are funny moments. There are funny moments in My Hero. It's a little extra, I get that, but I wouldn't say that My Hero is any less serious than like Dragon Ball Z. But Dragon Ball is like there's fart jokes and girls taking their tops off. Like Dragon Ball's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball is literally a Japanese cartoon, but we call it anime because it came from Japan.
Yeah,
that's the kind of distinction I was trying to make. Like they just do the same. They're just American, so it just sucks for them. Because if Avatar was made in Japan and be an anime, it just wouldn't be a conversation.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Futurama's better than anything, so it doesn't matter.
Oh boy.
So next week, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Another good one.
Yes, very, very good.
You've already watched it.
I have, and the one after that.
Yeah. Guardians next week.
Yes.
Until then, I'm going to sleep.
Fun.
For approximately 7 days. Yeah. I feel like I need 7 days worth of sleep.
27 days. 27 nights.
I'm going to sleep for... Maybe I'll only sleep for 3 days and then roll the stone aside and fly away.
There you go.
I'm not saying I'm God. However,